Hi guys, what's up? This is Priyanka on Getting Closer, where we believe in getting closer to a better life one day at a time. For today's episode, I really want to talk to you about communication. Since we keep hearing and reading on posts that communication is key, what do they really mean with that one sentence? Because it's just this one sentence, communication is key. It You communicate and it helps you resolve your problems, but nobody breaks it down really. So, how does it work? Okay, let's take a small example which will depict why communication is important. So, let's say you are a soap maker, and one fine day, a client walks into your office and just tells you, I want pink soap. He pays you a certain amount of money and leaves, but gives you no details whatsoever. He doesn't tell you what to do really. So it's all based off of your assumptions, how you're going to create the soap. You All you know is it should be pink, so you don't really know if the fragrance would be rose or it would be strawberry. You don't know if it should be in a shower gel form or a bar soap form. You don't know the target audience for it. You see, it creates confusion and things are not really clear. That is exactly why details matter and communication matters. Similarly, when we are talking about real life, daily conversations, communication is key. The same thing follows. Details matter. You need to set expectations. Otherwise, it is all going to be ruined by assumptions and made up scenarios in the other person's head. The most hard hitting sector is friendships and relationships when it comes to a lack of communication. A lot of hard feelings can be overcome just by communicating in a better format. I know by now I'm probably sounding like a broken record just saying the word communication over and over, but you see, this is all it is about. So let's go over a few points that depict or describe the importance and impact of communication. So, the first and the most important thing is when you communicate, you set expectations clearly. There are no assumptions, there are no frustrations, and second, it builds trust because the person in front of you thinks you are important enough for them to share things, to share your thoughts, and it makes you feel connected. Saves you from bad thoughts like dishonesty or secrecy in some cases. Fourth is all misunderstandings are cleared. So a no will be a no, and a yes will be a yes, and there will be no state of maybe, which is the worst state to be in since it just messes with your head thinking of the worst case scenarios possible. Your anxiety will just shoot up, doing no good to you. Next is it's important to express your feelings, whether good or bad. Because if you don't, let's say you don't like something and you don't speak up for it, the person in front will always think that you're okay with it. Since you remember, no answer is still an answer. It kind of goes back to the assumption stage. Next, speaking your mind is really important because it just makes everybody's lives easier. So, you don't want to be friends with somebody anymore? Just tell them in a calm and non frustrating way. Can't bother to turn up for a social event? Tell the host that you cannot take the energy of 20 people at once in a room and leave it there. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but just be cautious of your tone. Because if at any point you lose your cool, boy, does it go downhill. You think you like somebody? Tell them in the most non creepy possible way and leave it there. Move, do not pursue. If the feelings are reciprocated, you will definitely get an answer. Think you hate somebody? Tell them in the least hurtful way and then just part your ways. See, remember, honesty is really important, and I'm going to quote a cliche because it actually is true. Honesty is the best policy, but I'm also going to add a few words to it. Honesty is the best policy since it saves everybody's time. So just shorten it, and this should be a new cliche. Honesty saves everybody's time. And I'm saying this because as a child, I heard this Sanskrit shlok, which I don't really remember right now, the exact words. But what it means is you should never speak a bitter truth or a sweet lie. You should always speak sweet truths because it is not going to land you in trouble. So, key takeaways from here is one, set expectations. It communications help set expectations. Two, it builds trust so you guys feel connected. Third is it reduces assumptions. Fourth is all misunderstandings will be cleared. Fifth is it's important to express your feelings because honesty saves everybody's time. Say it with me. Honesty saves everybody's time. Okay? That's it. That's all we have for this episode. I hope this helps you with communicating better, or why even in the first place should you communicate, right? So that has been a Getting Closer podcast. I'm waiting for your comments and thoughts on my Instagram and on my Twitter and on my YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.